We're gonna go over some charts, go over some intraday setups, talk about the S&P 500 and what's the next move, maybe for tomorrow, and short term, and maybe a little bit of long term setup, technical analysis as well, right after the buffer. All right, all right, all right. Right now, we showing in the market. We got the right now the actual VIX futures are up. The VIX is up 3% today. Now the market opened up earlier this morning. It, when the opening bell, the market was up. So we're off of the highs. We got the S&P futures basically flat, down like a handle. Nasdaq futures are down 0.5%. Dow futures are up on the back of Disney. Disney came out with some pretty good earnings. So that has the actual Dow, holding the Dow up. Because I'm looking at Boeing is down. So Boeing is in the Dow, but Disney, everyone's stoked about Disney. That's actually on my sizzle scan list over here in the bottom left. Disney being up. We got the Russell is still up, the Russell futures. And pretty much the FANG stocks are down, or basically down to relatively flat. Amazon is down a percent and a half. Google down, Apple down, Meta. The bonds are down. We have also gold is relatively flat. So I was gonna come on a little bit earlier, and then Merrick Garland did a press conference, excuse me, talking about the warrant, or the FBI being down at Mar-a-Lago. And so he came out and issued a statement, pretty much, to, in my opinion, and based upon listening to CNBC, the pundit on there, you know he wanted to, let's see, what's the term I want to use, as far as the FBI wanted to um come out and uphold the integrity of the FBI, you know so that's what I was watching when I was supposed to be going live. I was like, well, let me check this out. I wanted to check it out while it was happening. So I may even give a little bit of commentary on that a little later. But right now, let's get to these markets. So what I wanted to go over was this intraday setup that I just seen, and it's kind of been working its way throughout the day. So I'm going to click on I'm already on the SPX. So we're going to go to so if you're looking at the SPX and you're trading, you're like, what does that relate to? So let's say you're trading, like you're on Trading View, that would be like your S&P 500, right? A lot of people trade like that, or they'll trade like the US 30, which I think is relative to the Dow, or the NAS, the NAS 100 or whatever. That's just like trading the NASDAQ. So those things mimic the SPX, the S&P 500. But if I go break this down to the 30-minute time frame, you see up here at the top, we got sort of like a high, a low, a high, and then a lower low. And if you look, we got this pattern right here would kind of look like, and you can almost draw it back to here, will look something sort of like an expanding triangle. Like the triangle point will be back here, and then the mouth would be here, or you could some people call it like a megaphone. But anyway, when you see these type of patterns at the end of extreme like moves, or down moves, or up moves, they tend to, after that, like when you see those patterns, that's the end of the move generally in technical analysis. And since this is on a 30-minute, so it would be an intraday move. So if this down move plays out, I'm guessing it will play out over the next week or so. and then we could resume that up move that we were just on. But so all I, for me, when I see that, when I see lower lows, even on an intraday basis, I just adjust my time frame to put a trade on. So here I would just be, from this high to this low, that's my Fibonacci retracement. So it's right there in my sweet zone between the 38.2 and the 61.8. And then I started looking at levels. What level can it get to? Maybe here. Now I got my fib extensions on, and now I'm looking for price targets, right? I could see this getting all the way down to around the 4080 level. Wow. How long it takes to get there, I don't really know. Excuse me. So it could take it could get there. We could get a big move tomorrow. I doubt it. The expected move is not very high for tomorrow. I think it's like, if I go to the trade tab, I think it's like, let's take a look. So the expected move, the 1 day expected move for tomorrow is like $36. So that doesn't that wouldn't put a real big move out there. That's gonna keep it right around in this range. It may get down to this level tomorrow or bounce and stay up in here. So I don't see a whole lot happening between the to that. Now that's just the expected move. We could get some news, any type of, like, anything can happen, man. Especially with China, Taiwan. Now we have something going on with the former president of the United States. So we could have any type of news after hours that could rock the market, right? And then we wake up tomorrow and we down. So, but I do have the setup. And so for me, I already actually had put a trade on. I put it on yesterday because I just the market when the market gapped up here, I was just like, I wanted to get short. So I put a put spread on, put vertical. So I did it in the SPY. And if we come to the trade tab, you'll see right down here at 36 days, I have it on. Now I'm using the Thinkorswim platform. I like to, I don't know, it's easier for me to do my charting on here and my technical analysis. So right here at the 36 day, I got it open, and you'll see where I'm at. I bought one in the money. I did a $2 wide spread, sold this one, and now we just, looking to see let's see what the market does. So by buying that put spread instead of selling it, I'm more directional, right? I need the market to move in my direction in order to make money. Um, if I would have sold that spread, the spread could probably sit where it's at, long as it doesn't come back past beyond my short strike, and I could still make money by expiration or through volatility, retraction, or time decay. Now, what I also want to take a look at, let's look at the FANG stocks, right? Because the FANG stocks have similar setups. Let's look at Apple. I want to look at Apple on gonna pull up the daily chart, and I'm gonna take some of this stuff off just so make it easier. Now, if you look, if you're looking at, let me take this off. You see where I got it highlighted? This is a gap. This is what a market, you can see we got a high, low. This was back in April. High, and then the market took off, right? It gapped down, and it hadn't looked back, right? Just gap and kept running. And so down here we got our divergence on the MACD, and then we got a turn in the market. Got a gap right here, and the market took off. So this gap would act as resistance. So this level up in here, I expect to see some consolidation in Apple. So lo and behold, today, let's take a look let's go back to the chart. Let's go to the 30-minute. And as you can see, similar type look. Right up here, got a high, low, high, lower, low. So a similar move on Apple. What about Meta? Meta has what could be construed as a head and shoulders intraday. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Here's your neckline. So we would need this to break down here and attempt to fill this gap. So we got a short chart pattern on Meta. So we got Meta, Apple. Let's look at Amazon. Similar, right? So if we're looking at this and then we come back to the SPY and then look at that setup, they look similar. Got a high, low. Is it going to come down through and break through here? If it breaks through here, how far will it come down? Will it attempt to fill this whole gap? Let's take a look at Google, similar to Meta. Well, maybe a shoulder, a head, and you can see where it gapped up. It filled that gap, made a high, and then took out this low. Right? You can see like this pattern expanding. How far will this continue to come down? Let's take a look at Microsoft. I'm gonna delete this. This is an older gap that I had set up, but you can see that it did run out of that area. Same similar type move. Look at the setup: high, low, high, low. So we made a lower low intraday. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla looks like back from, it's just been consolidating the past few days. And you can see here, it has a trend line right here that it is up against. Will it break this trend line to go to the downside? So we can see that we have in our largest stocks within the S&P 500 intraday, we have some short setups. These particular setups you know, um, can take the market down because if FANG is set up to go short, the FANG stocks, then the S&P, the SPY, the ETF of the S&P 500 should go short or go lower as well. Same type of setups in the IWM. We got the same setup. Clean, high, low, high. Right here at the top of the pattern, you got this high, low, high, and then taking out that low. The only thing is now, how many of these price targets, you know, as a trader, do I feel if I put a trade on, would I hold it to get short? And so you may be asking, like, how can you take advantage of this? Many ways. Look for short, look for shorts in the futures. Um, Look for shorts like if you wanted to sell a call spread, coming in here selling a call spread in the IWM, selling a call spread in the SPY or the QQQ. I really wouldn't mess around with selling call spreads in the diamonds. It's liquid, but not as liquid as the SPY and the QQQ and the IWM. And the Dow has a monthly dividend, so you got to really be careful with your short strikes and know what you're doing. Um, so now let's take a look at like long positions, right? I know I do a lot of short stuff. And if you like Disney, but Disney came down off of those highs. It was all the way up to 123 earlier today. It's that back down to 118, 117. So you got to look at it like this with that big up move. And I guarantee you this is a gap right here. This is resistance in Disney. Let me draw this out to make it easier to see if you're watching this. We'll bring this out and show you. See that? That's a gap. And that's right there up against resistance. It's already, if we look down here at the bottom on the RSI, it's already overbought. So you just got to be careful. Now, if you're a believer long term, like you're a long term buyer of Disney, you say, hey, man, I'm not a trader. I'm going to buy me some shares and hold on it for 4 or 5 years, 3 years, maybe, whatever. Then you don't care about this. But if you're looking to be in trades like me, you're not making a trade over 90 days. You're 90 days or less. and you want to pay attention to this, especially if you even on a shorter time frame, because if even if how much upside will you get before it turns? Even if tomorrow it turns around to come back up, this level right here, 120, 126, right? Will it get through this level? 126 from 118, that's about $8 per share if you just buying shares. So, overall and all, so what I'm thinking the next week or so is we're gonna get a short move. Now, I do want to talk about we're gonna get a down move in the overall market. I'm talking about Euro USD, and it's just because I was messing around with this the other day, and I think I was in using Trading View, and I had drew up. I was watching this before it broke out on Trading View. I already had this drawn up. I promise you, I had this drawn up just like this. Me and one of my guys at work, and I had a little. I was showing him what you could call this an a pennant, ascending triangle. You could Here's your pole, your up move, and you had that, and it was like right here. We was looking at this on Tuesday, and now you got your. When I told him, I said it will break out, and generally how you do that is the length of the pole. You would put that up here, and you would probably try to take that there. But you can see what I did not have drawn out because I wasn't using my Thinkorswim is this channel right here that is breaking out of. This could be nasty. This could be like the beginning of the euro gaining some real traction. And so what I would like to see here is maybe some up pull up a little bit more on a daily, get another big green candle, and then pull back and get a flag. I kind of pull back and go. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'll show you because we got that in Apple on look way back here. You see this right here? This is what I'm talking about. When Apple kind of got that down move, pulled back, and then took out the low. Bam. I will want something like that on the Euro USD. But I still like this. With this breaking out of this channel down here, this wouldn't be a bad place to get long euros. Not at all. And so if you're trading this on Forex, you're dropping down the lower time frames, looking for pullbacks up against this trend line to try to get long. You want to be taking longs, in my opinion. I wouldn't want to be getting short down here. I'd be looking to get long down here. So with that, guys, hit the like button. Let's see. We got about, hold on, I'm gonna hold off. We got about 46 seconds into the close. I'll hold it. I'm gonna hang in there with you guys, take you into the bell. Let's take a look at the Euro USD going into the close. I want to look at the SPY. We're gonna see how much further it goes down going into the close. Right now, we're just down 38 cents on the day. Got a perfect little bear flag. Let's see if we can hit this level by tomorrow. Got about 16 seconds. So tomorrow, depending on how it open, hopefully it don't gap down. I would like to see this open up tomorrow up a little bit, and then I may be able to put in another short. And that's it, guys. So that's all we got for the market today. I'll probably do a video tomorrow. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Not only do I do um, pretty good technical analysis. I give you examples of trades that I actually have on, and that's that. So share the video, give me a thumbs up. That way I can get my videos seen by more people. And with that, guys, anything that you want me to look up, like you got a stock that you like, drop it in the comment section, and then I will come in and I'll mark it up. I'll tell you what I think. I may even put a trade on in it. I come on here and do one live, like an example of a trade that I would do, and I put it on. So with that, guys, I'm gonna be out. Peace.